When you've written stories your whole life, you start to believe that words obey you, that you're in control, that fiction stays fiction. That's what I thought, until I bought the house. It was an old Victorian place, standing alone on the edge of a forgotten town. The kind of house that looks like it's waiting for someone to remember it. I told myself I needed quiet. No phones, no traffic, no deadlines. Just me and my writing. But the house, it had other plans. The first strange thing was the basement. It wasn't on the blueprint. The realtor laughed when I asked, "There's no basement, sir, just an old crawl space." But on my second night, I found a door behind a bookcase in the study. It shouldn't have been there. The wood was newer, the handle cold like metal just forged. I turned it. Steps descended into darkness, deeper than the house should allow. And down there, in the dim glow of my flashlight, was a room, a desk, a chair, a single lamp, as if someone had been waiting for me to sit down. That's where I started writing again. The words came easier down there, like the silence wanted to help. I wrote for hours, entire chapters, the story pouring out of me faster than I could think. When I came back the next morning to reread my work, it was different. The dialogue sharper, the descriptions darker. My main character, a writer named Thomas, now had thoughts I never wrote. He said things about me. At first, I thought it was exhaustion. Maybe I'd written it and forgotten. But the changes grew, crueler. Each night, new pages appeared. Scenes I didn't type, deaths I didn't plan. And Thomas, my character, began to look more and more like me. One night, the typewriter started on its own. Keys moving, steady and rhythmic, hammering out a sentence over and over. "You're not writing this anymore. You're not writing this anymore. You're not writing this anymore." I ripped the page out, but when I turned, there was another sheet on the machine, already filled. You never were. The next morning, I tried to leave the house. The front door wouldn't open. The windows wouldn't break. And somewhere beneath the floor, I heard typing. I went back to the basement, flashlight trembling in my hand. The desk was waiting, the lamp already on. Pages covered the floor like snow, each one filled with my handwriting, except for the last line on every page. He kept writing. I sat. I don't even remember choosing to. My hands moved on their own. The words flowed, not from thought, but from memory. It was writing me. Every line I typed described what I was doing right then. The posture, the sweat, the heartbeat. Then it began predicting, describing my next breath before I took it. And then it wrote this: "He's about to realize the story won't end until he does." That's when I heard it. Footsteps coming down the stairs behind me. Slow, deliberate, one at a time. I turned, but the light went out. I could still hear breathing though. Close, too close. And then, in the dark, the typewriter started again. I ran. I don't know how long. When I reached the door, the air above me whispered, like paper sliding against paper, "You can't stop the story." I'm writing this now because I need someone to understand. The story won't let me stop. Every time I try, the basement calls me back. The words appear on their own. The ending keeps changing.
And tonight, the final page said something new. He finally stopped running. He accepted his role. Now, the next writer will find the basement. If you ever buy a quiet house in the woods and find a door that isn't on the plan, don't open it. Because once you start writing in there, you'll never know whose story you're really telling.